Have you ever wondered what it would feel like to stand on the edge of an active volcano at sunrise, watching molten lava dance against a backdrop of stars? Or swim in waters so blue they seem almost unreal, surrounded by creatures that look like they belong in an alien world? Today we're diving into Indonesia, a country that doesn't just have amazing places, it has places that will fundamentally change how you see our planet. I've spent the last 3 years exploring Southeast Asia, and nothing prepared me for what Indonesia had in store. This isn't your typical travel video where I list off tourist spots. We're talking about destinations so extraordinary that some scientists believe they hold clues to how life itself began on Earth. Let's start with something that sounds impossible. Picture this. You're hiking through complete darkness, breathing air that tastes like sulfur, and suddenly the ground beneath your feet begins to glow electric blue. Welcome to Kawah Ijen, home to the world's largest acidic crater lake, and a phenomenon so rare that only a handful of places on Earth can produce it. The blue flames you see aren't actually flames at all. They're burning sulfur gas igniting at temperatures over 600 degrees Celsius. Local miners work here every single day, carrying 70-kilogram baskets of sulfur down treacherous mountain paths, often without proper protection. It's simultaneously one of the most beautiful and heartbreaking places I've ever witnessed. But here's what really blew my mind about Kawah Ijen. The crater lake itself is so acidic it could dissolve metal. We're talking pH levels close to battery acid. Yet somehow, this toxic environment creates colors so vivid they look photoshopped. The contrast between beauty and danger here tells the entire story of Indonesia in one location. Now imagine leaving that alien landscape and finding yourself in what can only be described as a real-life Jurassic Park. Komodo National Park isn't just home to the world's largest lizard, it's an entire ecosystem that time forgot. These dragons, and yes, they're literally called dragons, can grow over 3 meters long, and their bite contains venom that prevents blood clotting. Standing face-to-face with a Komodo dragon is unlike any wildlife encounter you'll ever have. They move with this prehistoric confidence, like they know they've survived since the age of dinosaurs while everything else evolved around them. But the dragons are just the headline act. The islands themselves are covered in savanna landscapes that look more like African plains than tropical Indonesia. The waters around Komodo hold secrets that make the terrestrial wildlife look ordinary. Manta rays with wingspans wider than small airplanes glide through currents filled with more fish species than anywhere else on Earth. I've dived in some of the world's most famous spots, but nothing compares to the underwater highways of marine life flowing through these straits. Speaking of underwater worlds, let me take you to Raja Ampat, which translates to Four Kings. If Komodo is prehistoric, Raja Ampat is otherworldly. This remote archipelago in West Papua contains 75% of all known coral species. Let that sink in for a moment. 3/4 of every coral species on our entire planet lives in this one region. The biodiversity here is so intense it's almost overwhelming. In a single dive, you might encounter walking sharks. Yes, sharks that can walk on their fins across coral reefs, schools of barracuda forming perfect silver tornadoes, and reef systems so healthy they look like underwater rainforests. Marine biologists call this area the epicenter of marine biodiversity, and some believe it's where coral reef ecosystems first evolved millions of years ago. But accessing Raja Ampat requires serious commitment. We're talking multiple flights, boat transfers, and a willingness to disconnect from the modern world. There's no cell service, limited internet, and the nearest hospital is hours away. Yet this remoteness is precisely what keeps it pristine. It's nature's way of ensuring only the most dedicated travelers witness its greatest masterpiece. Now let's talk about Indonesia's crown jewel, a place so iconic it appears on their currency. Borobudur isn't just a temple, it's the world's largest Buddhist monument, and a 3-dimensional mandala built from over 2 million stone blocks. But here's what most visitors never realize. This massive structure was completely buried under volcanic ash and jungle vegetation for nearly 1,000 years. Imagine building something so massive and intricate that it takes a team of archaeologists over a century to fully excavate and understand. Walking through Borobudur at sunrise, watching the mist lift from the surrounding jungle while ancient stone Buddhas seem to meditate alongside you, creates a sense of connection to human history that's impossible to replicate. The timing of your visit here matters more than almost anywhere else. Arrive at 4:30 a.m. for sunrise, and you'll have the monument virtually to yourself. Wait until mid-morning, and you'll be sharing the experience with thousands of other visitors. The difference between these two experiences is like comparing meditation in a quiet forest to meditation in Times Square. What makes Indonesia truly extraordinary isn't just individual locations, it's the sheer impossibility of its diversity. You can watch the sunrise over ancient Buddhist temples, swim with prehistoric dragons by afternoon, and end your day watching blue flames dance on an active volcano. This isn't just travel, it's time travel through different chapters of our planet's story. The question isn't whether Indonesia belongs on your travel list. The question is whether you're ready for destinations that will completely reshape your understanding of what our planet is capable of creating. Because once you've experienced Indonesia, everywhere else starts to feel ordinary.